What it do, comic book gurus? It's your boy Ray from Razor Comics with a special episode today. We are going to do a discussion, well, rather, an old man rant about foils, specifically Marvel versus DC. And is there one better? Yeah, there is one better. Going forward, will I be dropping one? Yeah, I'm not going to be purchasing this specific label going forward. So we're going to get into the old man rant. What caused me to actually post this video on my channel, episode number 11. And we normally do the haul videos, but today, guys, we're going to do something a little bit different. Saturday, I will have the haul video. So please, if you have not subscribed to the channel and you like what you see, do so, because I do it every weekend. But first, hit the like button, guys, because that really helps get this video shown. And I would like to hear what other people have to say regarding the foils in this modern day. What I have before you are not modern foils, but just some cool foils from the 90s to kind of bring back some nostalgia, if you will, on how these foils were so cool. They were eye candy back in the day. Marvel started off with pretty much showcasing their either a new character or a new run that was coming out. And the way they did it was how a lot of people call gimmick covers. But I really enjoy the foil covers, especially as a kid in the 90s. These were awesome, very cool covers. Night Thrasher #1, first Kick Butt issue, Spider-Man 2099, Infinity Crusade. Now, the reason why I have these older foils up here is because the foils have changed from the 90s to now. They are, in my opinion, a whole lot cooler. Main reason is, well, the foil nowadays is going to be the full cover, whereas in the 90s you had partial cover that was foiled, meaning the character or the title. Spider-Man's case, you have the actual edges that were foiled, and again in the Infinity Crusade, parts of the cover were foiled, not the full cover, right? So that was cool when it first came out, but now we have these covers. And then the nowadays modern covers that are completely covered. And I'll show you my favorite cover now for as far as foils. This is it. This is Batman and Robin #1. Let's see if I can get a little bit better look without the glare, because with foils, they're so shiny that you're going to get a little glare. But this is Batman and Robin. It's #1. It's the first appearance of Shush. I think I'm saying that right, in the comics. And I just love this cover. This is actually White Rabbit that makes an appearance in this actual comic. This is the foil goodness. I do believe this is DeMeo. Yes. Love this Batman and Robin #1. Very cool cover. And it's all foil from the front to the back. Just some awesome foil goodness. And that's how they make them nowadays. That's it. That's how they look. And now, fast forward, we have Marvel versus DC. Here we go. Let's get into it. These are the foils. This is what you get nowadays when you go to the comic book store. Excuse me. And this is what's on the shelves. This is what you're going to get. Is there a difference? Yes, there is. I'm going to get into it. I'm going to show you the difference and why it's huge for me. First off, let's take a look at the actual feel of these foils. When I pick up a Marvel foil and I pick up a DC foil, I flip through the foil. The first thing I notice is that on the Marvel foil, this is a cardstock, same as the DC. Right, they have a cardstock on the inside here. If I can get this one open up, that is basically the inside of the foil. The foil is layered with this foil goodness, but with the Marvel, it is not as thick. Let's see if I can get White Rabbit back up here. As the DC, there is a thickness difference, right, between the two. Now you're saying, Ray, well, that's can't be that big of a difference, right? Well, it is. And there's a couple of reasons why that thickness And the reason why I'm dropping the one of these two comes into play. And I'll talk to you about it here in a moment. Another thing I want to show you guys is the back. And the reason why is because of the price. As you can see, Spider-Punk I have here for, see if I can get a $4.99. Come on, let's kind of get that better. Can I get a focus? Can I get a focus? All right, well, that's $4.99. There we go, a little bit better. $4.99 on the Spider-Punk. Let's see if we can get this one to focus a little bit better. And this is $7.99 on the Batman and Robin DC. Okay, so we got a $3 difference in price point, right? We have a difference in thickness. DC's a little bit thicker. Looks like that's the reason probably why they're charging a little bit more for their foils. Okay, so that's one reason to consider when you're purchasing these. Now, here is the rant, guys, and here is the big problem that I have with Marvel. Is that thickness has caused me headache, heartache, and the reason to drop them. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put DC to the side because I love my DC foils. Absolutely love them. And I'm going to pull out another Marvel foil that I just recently purchased as well, next to Spider-Punk. Spider-Boy, #1. Just came out not too long ago, a lot of hype. I got the first issue, not too bad. If you guys know and been watching my channel, know me. I'm not collecting Marvel as much as I used to. Only Marvel I'm collecting right now is Ultimate. Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Black Panther, Ultimate X-Men. I dropped everything else. I dropped the Amazing Spider-Man run. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling any of the Marvel books right now. X-Men, I can't get into. You read it. Have you read? Have you tried to jump into an X-Men book right now? It's impossible to follow. Incredible Hulk, pretty good. There's a couple of good runs. I'm just not reading them. I'm not feeling them, right? So what I did was I bought Spider-Man. I bought Spider-Punk because they're cool characters. They're the ones that I'm drawn to. They're the only ones that I like outside of Ultimate Spider-Man and the Spider-Man 2099. So I got the first covers of the #1 on both those. Now, when I got these covers, I got them from my LCS, and I made sure that I pre-ordered them so that when I got there, they weren't sold out, and I was able to make sure I had my copy. The very first one I got was Spider-Boy. Okay, now when I got it from my LCS, he let me know that yes, there is a, here it comes, guys, thumbprint on the top left corner. Okay, that right there, that thumbprint. Which I was not too happy with at the time, but unfortunately, these were already gone. There was no more. He didn't order a whole lot of them, so I couldn't exchange it. And I wanted the foil, and I wanted to read the story to see if I was going to continue with it. So I picked it up, unfortunately, and I kept this because, hey, whatever. I like the foil. I'm going to read the story and see if I want to continue reading it, which I'm not. It's more of a kid-friendly story. We're not going to read it. But this right here, that little thumbprint, well, not a little thumbprint, but it's a thumbprint, guys. And that does not press out. That does not come out. So I was like, okay, whatever, I'll look forward to this next time. Well, here's the next time, guys. Spider-Punk. Just came out, right? Wednesday, new comic book day. Everybody's stoked. I was stoked. I gave it a second chance. I'm like, you know what? Let's do another foil. Let's go ahead and grab Spider-Punk this time. And I love the foils. I'm drawn to them. I'm a sucker for the foils, right? Let's call it what it is. Sucker for the foils. And guess what? You can already see me leading to it. There it is, guys. Good Lord, what the hell? Another one, and not in a good way, not in a DJ Khaled way. This is not good. Another one. This is horrible. And here's the deal, guys. When I picked it up, I was already savvy to this, right? I knew this happened on my Spider-Boy. I was looking for it on Spider-Punk. Now, I just recently had started reading. I had to start wearing reader glasses to read my comic books. Good old pair of CVS readers. And I totally forgot to bring them with me to the comic book store. So when I get to the comic book store, I didn't have them on. Okay. However, I did look over the comic book, and at the time, I could have swore I did not see that on there. So I was good with purchasing this as it was. Now, maybe I missed it. And when I got home with my glasses on, I, pulling out my package and going through my comics, I saw it, and there it was. So something happened. It either was on it at the comic book store where I purchased it, or this thumbprint happened in transit from the seat of my car, what's in the bag that you get from your LCS, to my apartment, guys. And I don't handle them any different than I normally do. I'm not the greatest with, I don't wear gloves. I'm not I'm not like throwing them around. It wasn't bouncing around my car. I picked them up in the bag. I brought them upstairs, or to my apartment rather. And went through them, and that's what I saw. And it just pisses me off, guys, because I'll get to the second point here. The reason why I'm not buying Marvel foils anymore going forward is the price point. And you said, what? Wait a minute, Ray. Back up here. What are you talking about? Didn't you just show us Spider-Punk for $4.99? Yeah, I did. What about Spider-Boy? Let's take a look at Spider-Boy. What's the price point on that, Ray? Let's see if I get a little closer. Oh, $5.99, right? But that's not what I paid for them, guys. That's not what I paid for them. What I paid for them, $9.99. That's the bag and board from the other day for Spider-Punk. And that's what I paid for Spider-Boy. So that's what I'm getting for $10, guys. Now, granted, I was okay with this when I first purchased. There wasn't any more. This is a reader copy, okay? And why it's a reader copy is because of that. That's junk to me, guys. For modern comics, I take pride in my collection. My personal collection is filled with just 9.8s or 9.8 candidates. Eventually, I'm going to sell them or give them to my daughter. And she's probably going to sell them, which I hope she does. And I'm not selling this, right? I'm giving this away. This Spider-Punk, I'm going to give to my daughter so she can read. She loves Spider-Punk. But this to me is trash, guys. This is garbage. Yeah, I'm going to read the book, but it's nothing that I'm going to, eventually I'm going to buy a new Spider-Punk A cover to replace this, but for $5. But I'm not going to spend $10 on these going forward. In some cases, that's 100% markup at your LCS. And this only happens that I notice, and comment down below. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you saw something different on your LCS. But I only notice this when it comes to Marvel. When it comes to the foils for DC, I got another one here. And this is just, these are random foil, guys. These are the foils that I have for my monthly, I just grabbed some. I have a whole stack of them. This is my monthly cover stack that I have for February, for Valentine's Day. They're all women, the ladies, if you will. $7.99. And I have a stack of foils, guys, from DC. They're all $7.99. I went through them. And when you buy them from your LCS, they're not bag and boarded. They're sitting on the rack like that. They're sitting on the rack like this. You can pick them out just like that on the rack for $7.99, or on the wall, as nowadays. On the rack, I was a kid. Now it's against the wall, right? So they're on the wall like this when you go to your LCS. With the Marvel, they're bag and boarded, and they're marked up to $9.99. You're paying an additional $4 to $5 for a Marvel foil. So you are actually spending less on DC foils, getting a better quality without any thumbprints. And here is another kicker, guys. This right here is a short box. It's halfway full with foils. Majority of them, all of them, 99% DC. Only foils that I have from Marvel, there they are. Spider-Punk, Spider-Boy. These are the only two Marvel foils I have that I've purchased since I started collecting within the last year and a half, 2 years, and they both have that damn friggin' thumb. You can't press that out. That's done on both of them. Both of them. So yeah, trash. Reader copies. Wasted $10 on that. Wasted $10 on that. I could have literally paid $5 for cover A. $5 for cover A. I could have saved me $10, right? I could have possibly bought another cover if I wanted, maybe a variant cover. Or I could have bought another comic book with that money. Instead, I suckered into buying the foil, and now I'm sitting here with 2 thumbprints. And yeah, we're done with those. So Marvel, I'm done. I'm done with your stories. I'm done with a lot of the character that you're bringing that are they're just not fun to read. I'm done with the Amazing Spider-Man. The Dark Web series was horrible. Wreck Rap or whatever hell his name was, Rack Rep, changing MJ to a superhero now. I can't do it. I'm done for the majority with Marvel, other than the Ultimate series, which is awesome, by the way. Hickman's killing it. But foils, I'm done with Marvel. Marvel, no more. You are not suckering me into buying any more of these foils. If I'm just, I mean, granted, guys, let's take this consideration, right? Maybe this was at the comic book store and I should have noticed it, right? Maybe I should have had my glasses on and I didn't see it. Okay. Or maybe this was absolutely pristine when I got it, and when I transferred it from my car to the apartment, I ruined it, right? One of the two. Either way, from my experience on 2 foils from Marvel, same issue? No, I'm done. Can't do it. It's over. Curtains. So, yeah, I know it's a long rant, and I apologize about that. But I had to get it off my chest, guys. Normally on Wednesdays, which was yesterday, we're doing this on a Thursday, this video, I drop my short, which is my new comic book day haul. I run through it, and we showcase the new comic book days. So I get home from work at 8:30 Arizona time, 9 o'clock, and I post my video pretty late. So that usually gets shown, and I get some pretty good views because of the time that it drops here, West Coast, and I like to post those. When I was going through my books, getting ready to shoot that video, guys, this totally pissed me off. It totally messed up my mood. I couldn't shoot the video anymore. I almost didn't even want to read the story. I was just very upset. It was a total bummer, just a downer, man. Messed up the vibe. So I wanted to shoot this video, get this rant out there, guys. Please comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if it's just me or whatever. But if it is, I'm not doing it anymore. I can spend my money elsewhere to get some other covers, some more comic books. But as far as this foil for Marvel, you're done, Marvel. We're not going to purchase you anymore. It's over. So that's it, guys. Please like the video, comment below, subscribe. I'll be dropping the haul video this Saturday, so I do have a video coming out. Until then, check you later.